let's wait for one person to come. Pokemon like Jackson Storm versus Lightning, is that you? Who's watching? Who's watching? Can you please comment so I can do the review, please? Hi, Spino Crazy. Hey, are you gonna stay for this live stream? Because this is gonna take 3 or 5 minutes. Alright. In case you have not known, Carlow is one of the returning survivors that was in Cars 3. And this is actually his Cars 1 counterpart. So yeah, he has a different paint job than all these cars I have. Blindsided by a new generation of pissed up racers, Lee McQueen finds himself sadly pushed out of the sport he loves. Where am I at? To get back on top, he will need help from a young race technician, inspiration from the late fabulous Hudson Hornet, guidance from a few old friends along the way. Right. But I'll be back with this guy out of the package. I'm kind of actually sick right now. There you go. Hi, June Laura. Okay. Horseman of Carlow was a lot darker. And then his color changed. Are you a member? A member of what? And he kept his number. I didn't know he returned. Awesome. Yeah, he's actually one of the returning characters. There's Todd. There's Lake McQueen. Remember... Members rules. And there's Ponjo also. There's a handful of returning Piscot racers. And he has these light wheels. And actually, I think he had more continue which he sponsors. And actually, he got longer. And this is Little Torquey Pistons, that's the sponsor. And he actually kept the piston, guy that's smiling. There's a red stripe going down through his hood. Yeah, smile. Let's see if his smile is different than Todd's. They look a lot the same. And actually, they make these cars kind of different, where the eyes are, but their expressions are really similar. So apparently, this is the Ponjo whiteboard expression. So, and actually, this is actually a good year for Carlow because not only you get the Cars 1, but you also get the Cars 3. When do you have Thanksgiving break? It's on the last 2 days of Thanksgiving, which is I think it's the 30th and the 29th maybe. Or the 31st and 30th. And actually, his eyes changed, which is kind of weird because his eyes were green in Cars 1. But I guess they don't follow that with the cars that don't talk. So let me bring out Cal Butters. Well, Let me bring out the cars that are in this body mold. Actually, cars that weren't in the same body mold as Ralph here, like they had their own unique expressions. Whereas Murray clutch burn, and they got Ralph at Target. And actually, Darren's expression is a lot like these guys also. Okay, let's talk about his appearance. Obviously, he appeared in Cars 3, and I heard that the car that replaces him is Ralph Carlow Jr. So I'm not sure if that will be his official name or something. Like, the next one that replaces him. And actually, I could tell you where he appeared. Where's Jackson Storm? Oh, shoot. He's not here. But let's use this guy for example. Jackson Storm was passing through this guy. And then Ralph Carlow was having a determined expression, like looking where he was going. He was not looking at Jackson Storm. And then Jackson Storm just started zooming through. I'm using this guy as an example because Jackson Storm's not here right now. He's like, he's in my room. And to be honest, I didn't know that things. But actually, apparently this isn't really the Cal Brothers body mold. It isn't, kind of, because the Nitroid body mold, which is this guy, I don't know his name. I think it's Marco Axbender maybe, but these two body molds are really similar. Like, this is like an update body mold to this, but unfortunately, the Nitroid did not stay in this body mold, and I hope they change his name back to the Cars 1 like guy because that looks a lot like him. Actually, oh, that's not my fault, but I don't have Cars 3 Floyd. He hasn't been released yet, but here's Cars 1 Floyd, and Floyd is one of the returning Piss Car racers also. And he also went in the same body mold as Cal. So I guess it's kind of, as a matter of fact, I'll call this the returning, well, not chance, but the returning survivor's body mold. How about that, or something? Well, as far as we know, I've heard that there's returning Piss Car racers. I think I'm gonna end this live stream right here, maybe. Let's show a little comparison between the two. And this will probably be in the 12 Days of Christmas. And actually, Cars 1 Ralph Carlow, he was actually released back in 2016 December. Like for 2017. And actually, Ty Marcus, the Cars 1 Ty was gonna get released this year, but I guess it got canceled because Cars 3 came, so. So it looks like all the cars that are getting released this year for Cars 3, that the Cars 1 counterparts were planned to be released too. Because actually, Murray was scheduled to be released in 2017, Cars 1, and he was. And yeah. By the way, here's the base. Do you have Cars 3 Ralph Carlow Spinner Crazy? Wait. By the way, these two guys were actually like together. Like, they were first originally available at Kmart. Excuse me. So So, and hopefully you enjoyed this live stream, like this live review, and goodbye. Bye. Let's give him a little close up. Bye.